Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I kind of want to just take a little nap, but your girl is up. Your girl is ready for the Survivor Fantasy Draft. I'm getting ready to get the link to the fantasy team. So if you want, let me copy the link. If you have not signed up and got your team together, here is the link. It is the very first comment in the chat. That is the link to set up your fantasy team. Next, I'm going to send a link if you want to come up and speak. This is a fantasy party. Please, there you go. Come up and tell me your opinions about drafting our fantasy team for Survivor 45, which starts tomorrow night. I can't believe Survivor starts tomorrow night, but it is what it is. So, you all know we play fantasy many, many times. Let me pull up the league. Hey, Eric. Hey, Evita. I think I want to try to see the scoring. I want to see how scoring is set up for Survivor because I've never played Survivor Fantasy. I've done the challenge and I'm in Big Brother. This is my first time. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. So, for Survivor, of course, you get 50 points for the overall winner. You get 25 points if your player wins an individual immunity. Oh, 15 points for 10 for team immunity. So you know the game starts in tribes. So if your tribe wins, you get points for that. Catches food. Oh. So if they're on the island and they go out fishing or get coconuts or find fruit or something, you get points if your player is a feeder of the tribe. If you win a reward, if you play an advantage. I don't like that you get points for playing your shot in the dark because to me, as soon as you play the shot in the dark, you going home. That shot in the dark never works. If you find an advantage, oh, you get extra points if you play your shot in the dark and you're safe. No one's ever safe. If you make it to the merge, you get points. If you make it through a tribe swap, you get points. You lose points if people vote for you. You lose points. Wow. You lose points if you're on the wrong side of the vote. Man, this is deep. You lose points if you get medically evacuated from the game. It's not fair. Like, say you're on a winning tribe. If you're the weakest person who has to sit out of the challenge, you lose 10 points. So don't pick up people who you think gonna sit out of challenges because you lose 10 points. Um, of course, you lose points if you get voted off. Being bribed. Oh, if Jeff bribes you and be like, if you don't play, I'll give you some peanut butter and jelly. If you take the bribe, you lose points. If you get last place in the individual immunity challenge, you lose points. Look, it's too much. It's too much. Now they have drama romance points. I don't really think people get too much in the romance for Survivor. Like you get 25 points if they hear sex noises. Nobody has ever had sex on Survivor, have they? If you get caught being nude, you get points. If you kiss on the lips, you get points. If you bleed, throw up. If you say big move. Now that's a big one because people say big move all the time. If you mention the money, you get points. If you say at the end of the day, you know your girl Angie. I love to say at the end of the day. Where did they get that from? Do they say that on Survivor? Verbal altercations. Why do you get points for a verbal altercation? I guess. If you say let's go, you get points. If you say that's on 100, you get points. If you say this is frustrating, you get points. Okay. Immunity idols. If someone uses a fake immunity idol, you get 25 points. If you find the idol, you get points. If you help somebody find the idol, you get points. What's the point of helping if you can't have it? If you play the idol incorrectly, you lose points. If you leave the game with the idol in your pocket, you lose points. The contestant who plays the fake idol lose points. But if you make the idol, you gain points. If you play an idol for someone else, you gain points. Okay. So Survivor Fantasy, it's not no logic to it. You just kind of, because you can't look at the cast and be like, they're gonna find an idol. I'm picking them. They're gonna play the idol correctly. I'm like, this whole Survivor Fantasy is a shot in the dark. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I'm gonna draft my team. I know I'm behind on Survivor videos. Y'all know it's the busy time at work. Big Brother is on, the challenge is on. I haven't done sufficient Survivor research. I did do a video the other day where I read all the bios and I kind of jotted down a couple of notes. I tried my best today at work to listen to all of the Survivor pregame interviews. Bored. I'm like, nobody is saying anything exciting. No one is talking about really playing the game. Everyone is talking about how nice so-and-so is so nice. Look at his afro and his smile. He's just so nice. I want him to win the game. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Like, no one wants to be cutthroat. Everybody is happy. Everybody is full of joy. I don't know who to pick. If you all have already drafted your fantasy team, give your girl some advice in the chat because I don't know who to pick. And I halfway just want to pick everybody black and be over it. But I don't want to pick everybody black. On my list, I have 3 people that I want for sure. That's Katurah, Sabiyah, and Hannah. For sure on my team. Now, what I've learned from Charles playing Big Brother is you have to have 2 male and 2 female people on your team. Not necessarily in your lineup, but on your team. You have to have a team of 6. Let me pull up my draft so I can make sure I'm doing it right. You have to have a team of 6. So I was thinking of picking up 4 females and 2 men because I can't decide who I want. I really can't decide who I want. So I can't even share my screen. Ugh. The app isn't really working on my computer. I can't bring it up. It's showing. I did play Survivor last season. I did. Okay. I just told a huge lie. Y'all see how bad my memory is? Do you see how bad my memory is? Here goes Survivor Fantasy right in front of my face from last season. And I'm sitting up here talking about I don't understand how they play this game. The memory is bad. The memory is bad. Oh my God. And I didn't win last season, but I had Heidi on my team, and I believe Heidi was in the finals. But where is the season? Where's the season 45 team? I might have to draft my team from my phone. But anyway, who you get, Evita? I like the 2 black ladies. I'm going with them and Julie. I want Julie. One thing I did do, I'm going to pull this up because I liked Julie. I did like her. Is I went and researched the teams so I can kind of prejudge which team, and I know you really can't prejudge which team is going to go home first, second, or third, but I feel like Bruce's team, this is Belo, the blue team, is Bruce and Katurah. Now, they seem strong. The guy right here seems strong. I don't really know these ladies. Let's see their names. Kelly, Kendra, and Jake. I feel like this will not be a losing team. So I kind of want to pick up Bruce because I feel like this team at least make it through a swap. I just don't feel like they're the losing team, but you never know with Survivor. Now, Lulu has Sabiyah and Caleb. Now, I do like Caleb and my girl Hannah. And what is his name? Because I put him on my list. Sean. He's the principal, I believe. I like the principal too. And I kind of like him with the curly hair, but I just get he getting voted out vibe. I just feel like he's getting voted out. I feel like this is a season for the ladies to win. Like, I really like so many female competitors. And you can swap. Hey, Dan. I feel like this tribe isn't going to lose. I feel like this tribe is a safe bet. So I'm good with Sabiyah, Caleb, and Hannah. This to me looks like the losing tribe. Like, they going to see tribal council a couple of times. And I feel like Julie is on this tribe and Julie going to be sent home first. That's the only reason why I don't want to pick Julie, because she's the oldest lady, and I feel like they'll be like, oh, she can go. That's the only reason why I don't want to pick Julie. I went through all of that just to tell you I'm not picking Julie, though I like her. What's the red team name? Reba. I should be able to get these names. They not too outrageous like past seasons. They kind of like the colors. Reba, Bulu, and Lulu. I'm going to stick to the colors. Dan, who you have? Been an exhausting month. Oh, please tell me about it. I'm exhausted right now. That's why this live is not going to be long. Are you also, you're looking like thank you. It's been a day. It has been a day. So I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So that was a little bit of the research I went into picking my team. I kind of looked at the tribes and prejudged the tribes. So I think it's something about this principal that I really like. I just really like him. You think he's getting voted off first, but see, I don't think this tribe is going to lose. I think the yellow team is winning. You know, they're going to be that he might not get voted off until like the merge. I don't know. Put it in the chat real quick. I just showed y'all all three tribes. Which tribe you think is going to lose everything? Though I'm kind of worried about Bruce. You know, he bumped his head last season and went home first. Bruce, in the chat, 2 questions, and then we're going to get up out of here. We're going to draft this team and get up out of here. Would you pick up Bruce? Do you think Bruce is a safe bet, even though he went home first last season? And then question number 2, which color team tribe do you think is in the most trouble? Like, that's going to see tribal council. Because now I think about it, Bruce tribe could go home a couple of times too. They could go to tribal council a couple of times too. Just don't vote off my girl Katurah. I'm not picking Bruce. I just can't pick Bruce. Let me go ahead and cross him off of my paper. Because I know some people was like, oh, they let Bruce come back. They not going to let him go home early. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They will invite you back just so you could go home first 2 seasons in a row. And that would be a mess. So y'all offer the principal too? I don't know who to pick. I have Katurah, Sabiyah, Hannah for sure. Caleb for sure. Who else are we picking? What about the tall guy right here? What's his name? It's not Nicholas, so it must be, it's not Austin. Drew, the 23-year-old grad student from Philadelphia. He just Survivor has changed its casting to where everyone is a little bit weird, a little bit nerdy, has a unique backstory. Like, I don't see anybody ready to go to the challenge. You see anybody ready to go to the challenge on this cast? Maybe her. They aren't. Maybe Hannah. Sabaya could go to the challenge. I don't see too many. Like, everyone is a little bit nerdy, so he might fit in. I gotta have one nerdy person. I'm gonna pick him right here. I like him. Jake. Jake, the 26-year-old attorney. Does Jake give y'all first boot vibes? I'm gonna go with it because he used to weigh 200 pounds and he lost all that weight, so he know how to put in work. If you could weigh 200 pounds and then look like you now under 100, oh, you know how to put in work. I like Jake. Is that going to be it? That's going to be my team. We're going to add Jake. I still need one more. Because y'all saying no to the principal. That's not Jake. That's Brando, isn't it? Lord, I'm writing down wrong names. That's Brando. Don't be messing up my team. I really don't want anybody else. I'm going to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Dan, the season starts tomorrow. New season of Survivor starts tomorrow. I would pick up Bruce, and depending on the challenge, it might be physical or mental, so I don't know what tribe is going up. They do always have a puzzle in there. They do always have, it could be as physical as it want to be. It's always a puzzle at the end. And now that I look at the yellow team, I don't see no puzzle makers over here. Maybe the principal. It's definitely some puzzle makers over here and over here. What about, what's her name? J Maya, because I can't say her real name. Janani. She's a singer from Los Angeles. I'm not picking up Bruce. Who was the guy with the glasses on the yellow team? That is Brandon, 26-year-old content producer. And I just think he going home. I don't know. I would pick the guy in the front on the yellow team. That's the principal. That's the guy that I like. It was somebody on here that wanted to play like Cass, and I feel like that might be an interesting pick too. I believe it's Emily. Emily was on my list. You all are in the same boat that I'm in. I've seen some of you all have y'all fantasy team, but I can't look at it until I actually draft my team. So let's go in here and do the thing, y'all. Let's go in here and do the picks. My team name is Survive My Kiss. I always have to have Kiss in the name of the show in my fantasy team name some kind of way. So I'm going to confidently pick Hannah Rose. I'm going to pick Katora and Sabaya. I'm also going to pick up Caleb. Now, for the last two people, this is really, really hard. I said Brando, but I think I'm going to flip back to the principal, and his name is Sean. I'm going to rock with Sean. He works for the kids. Now we about to eeny, meeny, miny, mo this thing. I did say I liked Emily. She's a 28-year-old investment analyst. But I feel like on this team, the first boot is going to be Sean or Emily, so I can't have both of them on my team. I don't have any. I guess I should spread my odds. I don't have anybody on the red team on my fantasy team. Does anybody have anybody from the red team on their fantasy team? Survivor and this new wave of Survivor, it's been very interesting characters winning. So I kind of want to pick somebody interesting, weird, like different. I don't want to pick, like, I could pick this guy right here, Austin, but he looks like the typical, like a grad student from Chicago. He is Chi-Town. I should pick up Chi-Town. The girl on the far left looks strong. No. Jemiah, I think Jemiah goes home first. I did like D. D was on my first page when I initially took notes. I did like D. Maybe I will stick with D. Just so I can have somebody on the red team. Because I have a lot of yellow team. I need to spread out. I don't need too much yellow team. I have way too much yellow. But we can swap. Pick up Chi-Town. I could pick him up. I just have to have Katurah and Sabiyah. But I need to drop somebody from the yellow team. I might drop Sean. I need to spread this out. I think I'm going to pick up D in Austin and call it a day. It just seems like when I look at the red team, I don't see anybody that wants to work with each other. Like, they all look so opposite of each other. I don't know where the alliance goes with the red team. Where if I look at the yellow team, I can clearly see it looked like everybody would work together on the yellow team. In the green team, I can see where the power could go on the green team too. The red team is just so up in the air. I'm gonna pick Chi-Town. You better be happy I saw Chi-Town, but I just feel like he ain't gonna make it. No, I'm not picking him. I'm gonna pick D. Dan, at the very top of the chat is the link to the draft. It's the very first link in the chat. And when you click on the link, it should tell you a code. But I did write down the code because sometimes you can just go to if you already have the app on your phone, it'll ask you for the code. The code is long. I wrote it down because it doesn't work for my computer. I'm going to type it in the chat. Oh, hold on. 14470 FCA, and it is sensitive, so you do have to capitalize in lowercase. There. That's the code. If you just have the app already on your phone from like last season, if you just put in that code, it'll pull up the link. But I'm getting ready to end this because one, I'm extremely tired. Angie, pick somebody. I'm just gonna pick D. Forget it. I like D. And that's my team. You can swap. I think you have up into 6 weeks to swap players if you feel like you made some wrong choices. So I will take advantage of that throughout the season. But that's it, y'all. Survive. When are we gonna have a Survivor review? Oh my god! Because Big Brother, me and Charles usually do Big Brother over the weekend. I believe I just put something on my calendar for Thursday night. We'll work this out. Because, Ostella used to be for Survivor, and that's a Friday night show. I left my calendar at the office, so I don't know what my Friday night looks like. But your girl, we going to get into it. It'll either be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. One of those. Angie, will you be recapping Love Island games that will be premiering November 1st? I want to because I love Love Island. I want to get the full picture of the cast first. Let me say this about Love Island games. I'm going to watch episode 1. If I'm not entertained, I'm going to let it go. So I might recap that first episode, but it's too many game shows out right now because I have gotten into the buddy games. Let me turn this off. I have gotten to buddy games that comes on after Big Brother. That's a cute little show. Netflix has a show coming out that deals with games where like they're putting everybody in this fancy house and then they're putting them out on the beach and then they have to play games to win a way back into the house. So it's a lot of game shows coming out. I don't want to make any promises because I have to stick with the shows that I love and I know that you all watch, like Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge. And it's also year end, so I don't want to overpromise. But if Love Island Games gives me something to talk about, we'll talk about it. We'll be reviewing the new Ready to Love show. Probably because, Kamisha does her Saturday morning panels, and that show will be coming up for the panel. So I don't know if I'm going to individually review it. I don't know if I care that much, but you can find me Saturday mornings on Kamisha Reviews for the Ready to Love panel, and we're going right into the spinoff. So as soon as the spinoff starts, we're going to go right into that. I can't wait for Squid Games 2. I saw that as well. So it's so many competition shows coming out. I don't know if I could review all of them, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to hit all of them. But you all, I'm about to get off of here. It's been a long day. I got my team together. I hope you all got y'all teams together. Look out for the Survivor review. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the content, share, all of that good stuff. And I will holler at y'all later. Hit me up in the DMs if y'all hear some good tea that I need to talk about with these competition shows. And other than that, I'll catch y'all tomorrow night. Gosh, I will be back tomorrow night for Love is Blind with Ebby, 6 p.m. So see you tomorrow. Bye.